Good morning, and thank you all for coming today. My name is Brian Cooper. I'm here to introduce a gentleman that doesn't need any introduction. I go back 25 years with Steve. In 1984, my agency had represented a number of high-profile athletes. I've been watching the Olympics in LA, and I saw Steve win a silver medal against Alexei Graywall, and it was an exciting race. And I had been riding a little bit myself at the time. I called up his house the next day, assuming I was going to get his parents, and lo and behold, Steve answered the phone, and he said he didn't want to hang in the Olympic Village. He came and did what he had to do, and it was time to go home and get back training. Steve then went on to an illustrious career, better than any Canadian to this day. He was National Road Race Championship. He had that silver. He had a bronze at the World Championships. He was in 11 tours. He wore the yellow jersey for 14 days. He was fourth in the 88th tour, 1988 tour, which was an exciting race. He was riding with guys like Bernard Hinault, and he was Greg LeMond. And I remember another time we were at the World Championship or World Cup race in Montreal, and Steve, I think, he came in third. And we go back to the room, and it was a grueling race, and he was covered in mud. And in the room, there's this kid sitting there, and Steve looked at me and said, "Meet the rookie, Granola Boy," and it was Lance Armstrong. It was the first year on his team, and I didn't call him Granola Boy, and I'm sure you don't call him that today. You know, the thing about Steve, when he left my office the first day we met, he embodies everything that you want in an athlete. It's the perseverance. It's looking at a challenge and saying, "I can do that." And those of you that have been through some of the tours that he's been on in the Tour de France, you know, he doesn't have the body type. He didn't have the same support that a lot of these other athletes have. But he had the biggest heart, and I think what he hopefully is mentoring the young riders and the team that he's put together is what he can give them is the heart. I'll end with one story. That day that Steve came into my office, we talked about a lot of things, where he wanted to go, what he wanted to do in terms of pro racing, or the opportunities. Europe was where we were going. At the time, there wasn't really any Canadian alternative. And so we shook hands, basically. And I think it was down to me and Alan Eagleson at the time, am I correct? Good thing you didn't make that choice.
It was an easy choice.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I said, you know, so where's your Olympic medal? If it was me, I would have been wearing it into the office. And he goes, "No, I got it down in the car, I'll show it to you." So we go down to his van, and he opens the glove compartment, and it's in there, wrapped in the ribbon is the Olympic medal, not in anything but that. And I think the windows were open on the car. And so, but it shows the quiet humility. It shows the character of Steve Bauer. And I know he's doing this for a lot of reasons, none of which are for personal gain, but more because his heart is into it, it's in it for his country, and he wants to pass on the knowledge and wisdom he's gained over the years. So, Steve Bauer.
Oh, with an introduction like that, I think I'd probably get back on my bike and get racing. It was some good feelings of the past. Thank you all for coming today, ladies and gentlemen, sponsors and partners and membership or members of the media. We're embarking on quite a big endeavor for road cycling in Canada. And I say Canada and I say Canadian because it's really a Canadian partnership all around. We have great Canadian corporations, we have great Canadian suppliers and fournisseurs of our products for the team. Without those support, we wouldn't be on the direction. But where this all started was probably for myself, about 3 years ago. There was a local national registered team called Team Race. I got involved with some instrumental people in that project. At the time, Paul DeVries was already involved, Michael Moore and some people from that club. And at a certain point, we reached a turning point, and one of our key riders, Ryan Roth, headed south for a more lucrative opportunity, maybe also more support, more infrastructure in a team in the U.S. And I kind of sort of struck a chord. We said, hey, like, what are we doing? Like, can we do something to build something in Canada to keep these talented athletes right here? And that evening is sort of where the evolution of this team started. And I turned to Paul and I said, well, you know, I'll do it. I'll give it a shot. And he kind of looked at me like, yeah. It's sort of one of those surprise things. And so we started from there. And with sort of a vision, okay, let's try to grow this. And obviously I can't do it myself, and I needed a good partner, someone who has the skills, the abilities, the experience, the work ethic, and someone that I can work alongside of that can make this project fly. And that person is my co-partner in cyclosport management and manager of PlanetEnergy cycling team, Jose Larocque.
And better looking than you.
So, with that beginning, Jose and I built a plan. We got this team going last year. We had immediately confirmation from Mr. DeVries of PlanetEnergy that we were going forward, and that was the impetus to begin this team.